Fish is dry. Can't even bite into it. Disappointing because I was so hungry and now I'm hangry. The food was mediocre. Edible, however I ended up with horrible diarrhea a few hours after. Absolutely disgusting. Oil needs an immediate change. We all felt borderline sick. Dry, burnt and cooked in old oil. Beware. People stay away from this place. You've seen top rated. I've done like 40 top rated videos, but I think now it's time to go suss out the worst rated food joints in Sydney. What are we starting? For some reason you people love fish and chips, so it's only right to start with the worst rated fish and chips in Sydney, and we're starting here in Bronte at Fish and Chips Bronte. Beautiful suburb, surrounded by water. You wouldn't have expected to find a fish and chip shop with 2.9 stars, alright? So we're gonna go incognito again, just like the last video, which the last video seemed to rustle some feathers. We're gonna take the phone. Yes, I film with a phone off the gimbal. Go incognito mode, alright? Because the first complaint people have here is the customer service. You'll hear the audio, maybe we'll get some video, but let's suss out Bronte Fish and Chips in Sydney's worst rated food. Hey, good, good. Can I just get one of your battered fish and chips? Yeah. And one of the homemade tartare sauce?
One of the homemade tartare sauce?
Yep. And that's all.
96.
Look my card?
Yeah. Thank you.
Cheers.
Take your number.
You know, I like everyone to be successful in whatever business they pursue, especially food. But when you fucking... you can't touch your phone, right? You can't touch your phone, touch the register, touch this, touch that. Grab the fish with your bare fucking hands, no gloves, put it in the batter, and then dip it in the oil, brother. What the fuck is that? Where's the hygiene? Like, I'm already... That's the first thing. Second thing, shout out to the company Harman Kardon. That speaker in there was so dirty and definitely moldy, but it was still pumping music. Like, that's German engineering for you. When it's moldy and dirty, but it still pumps clear audio. So shout out to Harman Kardon. Sponsor me one day. I just don't even know where to start. Like, I'm scared to touch this fish and I'm scared to use the cutlery. I'm gonna say this in the most political way possible, in the nicest way possible. I know that this row of shops in Bronte was run by, you know, old-fashioned people, Aussie people, British people, whatever. Greek people maybe. It's been taken over by foreigners. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't mind if foreigners come and take over. Just, if you're gonna take over, wear gloves when you put the fucking fish in the fucking oil, alright? So this one review a month ago by Thomas Lee is bang smack spot on, and we caught it on fucking camera. So no one can tell me I'm talking shit. Food, okay, we'll get to that. Unhygienic. Man working there was on the phone while serving food. Yes, he was. And why the fuck were you? Alright? If you watch this, I don't care. Watch it, take the feedback, otherwise give the shop to someone proper or shut down, mate. You don't... Where's the fucking people that come and check? I had a restaurant, they were up my ass with hygiene and stuff. Where are they checking on this guy? And by the way, he scooped salad with his hands as well, and I believe that. I believe that. With what I saw, I believe that. I'm not trying to be rude or mean because it's worst rated, but come on, man. The fish and chips were okay. Overpriced. The place was messy and dirty, rotten furniture. It's open 12 hours a day. They reckon that this place should spend some money making it look nice. Yes, they could. They should. It's a bit old. Why not? Anyway, get to the food. I'm playing Russian roulette here, right? I have to see which end of the fish I reckon he touched. I think he touched this end of the fish. I'm not gonna touch it. At first glance, it's not burnt. That's a plus. What's this little patch of salt here? Like there's salt here, but the rest of the fish has been neglected. I'm questioning the quality of the oil because I'm seeing a lot of black burn marks in the batter from old oil and bits in the oil when they fry it. That's not a good sign. The chips, this one was in the sun for too long. Can't even grab it, it's just breaking apart. Where do I even start? I'm actually scared. I don't want to die or anything. Seafood, bro, seafood is dangerous if it's not cooked properly. Or sanitary, or... Okay, the fish is cooked. Smells okay. I'm gonna take a bite of the fish without the batter because he touched the batter. That's not fish, that's mashed potato. That's so mushy, bro, what the f? So the fish is as mushy as can be. Like, you can't even bite it. It disintegrates in your mouth. It's overcooked to the point of it's gonna come back to life and jump in the water behind me. I guess we'll try the batter. I'm not gonna touch the ends because he grabbed the fish by the end with his bare hands. So I'm just gonna go for the middle, keep it safe. Look, the batter's okay, right? Super average, but not terrible. It's not so bad that you have to come and get the food health inspector to come shut this place down instantly, right? I don't know. It's just meh. The chips, they look pretty normal. Really normal chips. Like really, really normal. And this was 1950. This was fucking rip-off 1950. Bro, I can go to Stanmore or Alexandria, 15, 16 bucks. I get some of the best fish and chips like in Sydney, bro. This is fucking 1950 for the most mushiest fish, average, or even slightly below average batter and below average chips. Is the lemon good at least? At least the lemon has some life in it. Tartare sauce. Hopefully this was mixed with proper utensils and not hands, all right? I can't tell, he goes nothing. Why the f? Hold up. Why does that kind of taste like Big Mac sauce, but white? Big Mac sauce. Like, what's all these bits? Oh, yeah, well, wasn't planning on eating it anyway. I don't know, you go there. Mushy met. What the f is that? Why is that yellow? Apologies if the audio was muffled. As we were incognito mode, the mic was inside my shirt, inside my jumper to be incognito. Anyway, I'm no fish expert, I'll tell you that much, but I don't know if fish is supposed to be white and then yellow. Like one weird section of it is yellow, bro. Like, I don't know, man. That's so sus. I'm like, what's all, I don't know, bro. Like, look at this chip. What happened to this one? Oily and mushy fish. It's definitely mushy. Is it oily? Look, it's not super oily, but that's all you can taste in the batter. So I guess you can call it oily, and it's not good oil either. It's very bad seed oil, and it's not the freshest. You know when you can really taste oil? Like you can really taste it. And not fresh olive oil, used olive oil, or used seed oil, or whatever the oil is. So mushy fish, oily fish, yeah. Especially that fucking yellow part. I don't know if that's excess oil or just some random booger that ended up there, but burnt chips. It's like a mix, bro. Like some of these are burnt, some of these are undercooked, some of these are, I don't know. Even the chips themselves, these chips are like it's been frozen in the freezer burned for God knows how long. This was not a good experience so far. And I am not gonna eat any more, especially after seeing that yellow bit. I don't want to get food poisoning and fucking myself the next week. Alright. Oh yeah, also, bro gave me a number. He gave me a number. He's like, oh, don't forget your number. And then he didn't even call out the number. He just said 1 fish and chips, 2 fish and chips, 3 fish and chips. Like, what's the point of a number system if you're not going to use it, bro? Well, Wekty, what do you rate it? Well, what do you rate it? Wekty denied, Wekty average, or Wekty approved? This is a fucking Wekty denied, mate. Definitely a fucking Wekty denied. See the color of the bin? This is the rating it gets. A Wekty denied. You want a PPF? I'll give you a PPF. Price, 1. Presentation, 2. Flavor, 1. The mushiest fish I've ever had in my life. I'm not even joking. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like straight up, you know me. You guys know me by now. I'm not exaggerating for the camera because it's worse rated. It's just when things are that bad and they're charging me upwards of 20 bucks for it when I know what I can get for less, because I've done 3 top rated episodes, it pisses me off. People shouldn't be coming here dropping almost 20k on not even average fish and chips, terrible fish and chips. Oh yeah, and also, before we get to the next spot, what the fuck was with those soft drinks? Like, he had the soft drinks there, but the labels were ripped off. Why? Does he have beef with like Coca-Cola and Fanta and shit? Like, does he have a licensing issue? I don't know. If there's any tourists watching this and you're thinking, should I go to Bronte Fish and Chips? No. Go watch Fish and Chips part 1, 2, and 3. You'll find some good spots there, mate. Alrighty, the next reviewed fish and chip spot as we come to this is where I spent half of my life actually. This is, yeah, Early Street. I grew up in this street. We're at Parramatta. We're heading to Atlantic Seafood, 2.9 stars. Hopefully it's not as as the others, but we have a problem because one of the reviews, which you'll see pop up on the screen, apparently they close earlier than they should, earlier than they advertise. So hopefully we rock up and it's not closed. We'll see. You guys still open? Open? Yeah.
We got a $10 box.
$10 box. I can't order the battered fish and chips?
Yeah, you
can. Yeah? I'll just get one. Yeah, just one, yeah.
$2.
That's fine. See, they were closing earlier than they should have. So far, this shop was cleaner, much cleaner. And in terms of the staff behaving rude, they were nice to me. Even though they were closing early, and this review right here, right, we're gonna read this one real quick. Their food is good, but don't believe in their timing. They close as early as 4:20, even though they're supposed to close at 5:30 online. And this was true. The time now is 3:45. We ordered at like 3:30 and they were already cleaning and starting to close. I got lucky I got there in the time I got there because, you know, the guy didn't look like he wanted to make me a battered fish and chip because they were closing, but you know, he went out of his way anyway. Good customer service, even though you're supposed to close at 5:30. Another problem people have is this following review here. Absolutely appalling service. Asked for grilled fish and was given deep fried fish. I returned the food and communicated the misunderstanding and was told I was wrong and that they would not change the order. The lady was rude and kept trying to speak over me. Wow, we'll never go back there again. First and last time for this franchise. 2 end of day boxes plus extras equals hours on the toilet with incredible stomach pain and diarrhea. If this is what you desire, then go right ahead. Not for human consumption are my last thoughts. Now, the staff behavior was fine. They weren't rude, to me at least. The batter, apparently it smells bad. The fish has been crushed by the lemon. Heavy duty lemon, crushed the fish. The batter smells fine. It is a bit dark though. Doesn't look the most appetizing, but he used gloves. He was wearing gloves this time. That's a plus. It was cheap. It was 12 bucks, right? Plus $1.50 for the sauce, $13.50. People complain about the stingy serving. I think this is a good serving for 12 bucks. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So the serving size is all right. It's a bit burnt. Look, I get it. You want to close, you want to go home early. Maybe business is not booming. I get it. But do you really have to burn the fish and chips? It's dark and it's burnt. That's not a good start. Let's cut into it. It's not cold at least. The food's not cold, it's freshly fried. Freshly fried. It's burnt. But anyway, let's try the fish first. Hopefully it's not mushy. The fish is fine. Doesn't taste bad. It's not slimy. It's not mushy. It's firm. The only problem now is the batter. It's burnt. The batter had potential. It's crispy, right? A bit too crispy maybe, to the point where it's dry and like meh. This had potential to be a good fish and chip. If this was just cooked in better oil and not burnt, it would have been okay. Let's try the chips. They're not cold. They are a bit stale though. The inside of this is so dry. Yeah, it's been a while since I've experienced a dry chip interior, but we'll use it to transport the sauce. The chips itself, it's not overcooked or burnt or anything. It's just old chips, stale chips. If they just used fresher chips, it would have been fine. Tartare sauce. It's tangy mayonnaise. You know that mayonnaise based ones that are too mayonnaisey? It's mayonnaise with a tang, all right? The price was good. The actual fish itself is fine. Like there's nothing wrong with the fish, bro. Like it's still firm. It doesn't taste off. It doesn't even have a fishy flavor to it. Like the fish is actually decent. Not the best, but not the worst. The batter, yeah, look, it's burnt, it's a bit overcooked. Obviously they're using, I don't know if it's shitty oil or because they're closing, I don't know. The oil could be better. The hygiene there is good at least. You're gonna get your fish cooked with gloves on. Chips, I mean, the only problem with the chips is that they're a bit stale, and I'm guessing it's either they refried chips that were already sitting there for me, or same situation as the last place. The freezer bag chips are a bit too old. It's not as bad as the last place, definitely not. Like it's edible, but you're not gonna have the best experience. Atlantic Seafood in Parramatta, you have potential. Just don't close early, or if you're gonna close early, update your times, fix your little things with your fish and chips and the rest of your menu so people don't complain, because, you know, complaints are there for a reason, for you to improve. But in terms of the fish and chips, plenty of room to improve. It can definitely be a good fish and chip, especially for a shopping center. Atlantic Seafood Parramatta, what do I think of your fish and chip? Price-wise, look, I'm gonna give you a 2.8. It was cheap, but what I got wasn't the best. Presentation, I'll give you a 1.5. Yeah, it was fish on chips, but is there really an excuse for burnt fish, burnt batter? There's really no excuse, right? Flavor, I'll give you a 1.9, and that 0.9 is only because the fish, it wasn't mushy. It was actually half decent, but the batter was oily, it was burnt, the chips were stale and old. This place also a Wekty denied for me. Wasn't that great? Alright, I'm sick of crappy food, but the next location, hopefully it's going to be a bit better. It's a franchise, it's Fish and Chix. We're going to hit the Carlingford, 3.4 stars this one. Hopefully it's a bit better, and hopefully I can get some decent fish and chips in this episode. Hi, how are you?
How are you?
Good, good. Can I just get one battered fish combo, please, with chips?
Each salad?
Does it come with chips and salad?
Yes, chips, salad and drinks.
Okay, salad. I'll just get mixed salad.
Mixed leaves?
Yeah.
And your drinks?
Just water.
Having here a takeaway?
Takeaway.
Anything else?
That's all.
Do you want to pay by card?
Yeah, card. Some of the complaints for Fish and Chix Carlingford are as follows. Do not eat at Fish and Chix Carlingford. And this is all in caps, by the way, so they're very, very adamant on what they're saying. Food is not fresh. Staff are arrogant and rude. The business run by a bunch of incompetent people. Found a cricket underneath the fish I ordered, most likely from the salad. I mean, crickets are extra protein, right? The customer service, a lot of these places, the main complaints is the customer service, I found. It's a very reoccurring trend. But apparently the customer service was terrible. The girl worker working at the counter had an AirPod in playing music, didn't care, was sassy, blah, blah, blah. Customer service so far has been pretty good. This place, she was nice. Asked me if I wanted chicken salt. Asked me if I wanted sauce on my salad, vinaigrette. She was friendly. No AirPods. Also, someone complained that there's no tartare sauce. They don't have a homemade one, but I mean, they have Master Foods and it comes with it, I guess. Price-wise, it was pretty good. $11.95 for a drink, fish, salad, chips. That's pretty good value, to be honest. $11.95, like that's really cheap. The first thing I want to check is I want to lift the fish and see if there's a cricket hiding there. Let's see if Mr. Cricket is in here. Again, it's burnt. Is there any cricket though? No, no cricket. The serving of chips is a bit small, but slightly burnt better. Slightly. Not as much as the last place. It looks okay. One of the complaints were the fish was dry and hard, rock hard. Nice and rock hard, you know? The salad, I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like just put more chips. If I want salad, I'll ask you for salad. I don't know, let's just try it, I guess. So, it's holding up all right. Sounds crispy. All right, come here, fish. Well, it doesn't look dry, so I'm guessing it's not gonna be hard. A bit mushy, but not as mushy as the first. That first place was crazy. That first place was fish paste. Yeah, this is similar to Parramatta. Just really average, you know, decently cooked fish. Not too fishy, not too crumbly. Has some firmness to it. It's okay. The butter. The butter's actually decent here. Yeah, it's not bad. The butter's okay. And there's no crickets under my fish. Also, there was one review. We'll put it somewhere in the video, somewhere here. Apparently there was glass in the food. So if I die of internal bleeding, this is my court case for my cat and my cameraman to inherit whatever they win from the court case, all right? The chips, thin cut chips. Crunchy. Not too dry. Average chips. I wouldn't say your normal takeaway chips, because the normal takeaway chips I get in my episodes, top rated, they're better than this still, but this is an improvement. We're heading in the right direction. The salad, do I even try it? Is there a point? I guess I'll try it. We got it, might as well try it. It looks like rabbit food. Tastes like rabbit food. The lemon? Decent lemon. This isn't that bad. Like, is it the best fish and chips? Obviously not. The best we know is at Rosie's in Coaldale or Alexandria, that's pretty good. Is it the worst fish and chips? No. I think this is perfectly fine. The batter tastes okay to me. It tastes like your average fish and chips or batter. Yeah, it was slightly burnt, but it didn't taste too burnt. The fish is fine. The chips are okay. Crispy, not too dry. I mean, is there even a point in this? We all know what this tastes like, right? It's Master Foods tartare sauce. I don't need to review that. This place was all right. Compared to what I experienced today with the last two spots, this place was decent. I feel like this type of fish and chips from a franchise like Fish and Chix, which Fish and Chix, there's heaps of franchises in Sydney, right? In shopping centers. This is like the equivalent for what McDonald's is to burgers is what Fish and Chix is to fish and chips, right? It's like a fast food version of fish and chip. It's not terrible. It's not the best. It's cheap and it gets the job done if you feel like it. Fish and Chix in Carlingford. What do I think of your fish and chips? Price-wise, I give it a 3.5. Yeah, it wasn't the best fish and chips, but $11.95. Salad, fish and chips, drink, sauce. That's pretty good value. Presentation, average. Fish on chips, it was okay, 3 out of 5. Flavor, same thing, 3 out of 5. Nothing really wrong with it, nothing spectacular, just it's like a fast food version of a fish and chip shop. So overall, this place, I give it a Wekty average. Wasn't too bad. All right, we're back on my balcony to do the outro. How am I gonna wrap up the lowest rated, worst rated first episode as well for this series? Let me know what you thought in the comments below, all right? Now, I'm just gonna rank them from 1 to 3. We're not gonna give it out of 10. Out of 10 is for top rated. The first spot, was a pathetic excuse for a fish and chip shop. From the hygiene issues to how mushy the fucking to how mushy the fish was, to the chips. It's not on, alright? It's not on. Does it deserve 2.9 on Google? Yes, it's deserved. And it's third on the list. Parramatta, it had potential, but again, there's no excuse for burnt fish. There's no excuse for dry ass chips. Alright? Does it deserve 2.9 as well? Yes, I think it's deserved. They can improve, but it's deserved. The last place, Fish and Chicks. Does it deserve the 3.4 and all the bad, reviews it has? No, I don't think it's deserved. I think it's fine. I think it's easily a 3.8 out of 5-star place if I want it to be. I feel like sometimes when people open establishments, they get people of their own community hating on them, and that's why they have such low reviews and weird reviews too. Cricket in the food, glass in the food. So I don't think Fish and Chicks deserves the hate it got. Alright, so Fish and Chicks first, second is Atlantic, third is Bronte. My cat just jumped on my fucking... She wants us, that's why. What? See, when she wants to come out, or when she wants something from us, she goes crazy and does crazy shit, like jump on the clothesline. By the way, the clothesline is inside because it's very windy out here. I don't have pegs. Anyway, if you know if you know a bad food establishment, 2 stars, 1 star, 3 star, if you know of any joint like that, comment it below. We'll fit it in for worst rated, and let me know. Do you like this series? Should I keep doing lowest rated and worst rated? Comment below. Subscribe to the video. Enjoy the view. And that's it, the view's over. Subscribe and I'll see you next week.